Have a camel.
Something wrong? Something wrong? Yeah. It's just too bad you don't know what it is. Somebody must have been praying for that fool. I swear I ain't right for his head. Should've blew it off. All that cornbread and shit, I guess.
Are you for real?
Tonight's the night for football. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play made by E.J. Speed. Here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Irving trying to run for the first. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bucs getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here.
180, done. Done.
They'll indeed go for this. It's Mayfield. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Opening drive, about to break into field goal range. We got first and 10 at the 44.
Good. What's up? 180. What's up?
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Baker now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Mayfield to throw for it. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
118. What's up?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10.
What's up?
We give to Irving to start this drive. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
What's up?
Once again, Irving can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at
This is Irving on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third down, and the Texans loading up that secondary. They're in the dime. Third and long. They're going to throw. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Short pass brought in. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. The give for the first time to Rashad White. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Point it right. Shot.
1st and 10. It's a give to White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. So early
Come the fuck on!
They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Oh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14.
14-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Oh, 118. What's that?
To the air. Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
19 Texas.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's not far from that 1st down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Let's go. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap. Buggy. Look the hot. Hey.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the... And they get to him again! And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play, because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
Ow, that's right. Right. 18. That's it. Hey, uno Mars.
3rd and long for him here. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 180, what's up?
Here's the handoff. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
King. What's up?
First down, and they go right back to him. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Run. 180, what's up?
Up the middle, here goes White. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Good. What's up?
They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A pickup of 17. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Good. 180, got.
From the red zone now. Brought in right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, maybe you gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
180. Real.
Running for the marker on second. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get their first points of this game just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing off the play fake. Headed out right. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. Showing a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
First down, Stroud. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Stroud to throw on first down. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Gets everything he has under this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Finds him over the middle. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Mayfield looking to throw on this third and 1.
Oh!
Complete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're left with fourth and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down. They'll run for it with White. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
They've got first down here from the 36. Here's White again. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopped there by the fourth-year ball hawk coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right, doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Baker to throw. That's cut at the 4. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
White. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Mayfield now off the play action. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. They'll run. It's White. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Noel to return this. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Buggy. Hey, south. Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
118. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
118. What's that?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He has it at the 13. Nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. On the give, this is Irving.
Oh my God.
Slip that initial tackle.
Oh, I had to block with one nigga.
First down play.
All he had to block was one nigga.
So simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the
All he had to block was
That's
one
instincts
nigga.
come to life.
Fuck. I'm gonna have the truck.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to Irving now. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Buccaneers have that football partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Irving on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now a give running right. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, here's Baker. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
Danger, Kate. The danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Set.
It's White on the give. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Offense up to the line fast.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
There's a toss to White. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pulled in by his back. White. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in his final quarter. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
No to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On the move, headed right. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Oh, hey. 118. Look the hot, look the hot.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's got 4 on the run, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Again, this is White. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down by Garrett Stingley. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Short yardage run for White. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Forces that one, and it's intercepted.
What?
And the Texans, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
First and 10 now from the 46.
All right. 118. What's that?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense is hurrying. Time running down.
First down.
Stroud throwing here on first. Flush down out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Houston calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Shotgun now for Stroud. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this third down.
Here we go. Tony.
Third and long for him here. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers, they're gonna have it! And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Lining up to take a knee on second down.
What's that?
We'll go with a design keeper. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
Yeah, you had to still. Everything good. I just finished my game and shit. You didn't play yours yet, did you? I know you about to be in that joint.
I'm chilling. Yeah. We started.
Oh, you got into midnight. What, December next week? What time they got there? Oh, nah, for real, give them 7:30, for real. They got started at like 4:30. Nah. Yeah, they get at 7:30 basically.
All right, bro.